Will everyone please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem? Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in thanking Alexis Arias, Nathalia Kotsanos, thank you, Jack Gilsonen, Andrew Goldberg, Perry Goldblatt, Emma Goldman, Julia Gerlitz, Sarahi Intiriano, Katja Jimenez, Rebecca Katz, Natasha Klein, Christiana Corvaras, Caroline Maroney, Catherine Reardon, Alyssa Salerno, and Daniel Salvatierra for their beautiful rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner. Additionally, I'd like to thank Mr. Tony Pinelli, Ms. Cara Garofalo, Mr. Shane Helfner, Mr. John Spezio, and Mr. Aaron Prindle, along with members of the Schreiber High School Music Program, over 200 strong today, for their lovely music this evening. Good evening, Dr. Mooney, members of the Board of Education, faculty and staff from around the district, parents, family, friends, and of course, the class of 2018. Recently, I've been reading a biography of entertainment icon Robin Williams. In it, there's a section devoted to his relationship and collaboration with another comedic great, Billy Crystal. Folks, this part is really for the audience, students. I'll talk directly to you momentarily. The book recounted their many times on stage and how they were able to feed off each other's energy, with neither attempting to outshine the other, despite both having the talent to do so. While I was reading this section of the book, almost simultaneously, my own son was at a concert given by someone called Logic. I asked my son the next day, I said, what was your favorite part of the concert? And he told me when other artists like NF and Ansel Elgort, I can only assume these are actual people, joined Logic on the stage. I imagine that the connections the artists at the concert had were not all that different from what Robin Williams and Billy Crystal shared. Collaboration can lead to something special, different than what one is doing alone. Collaboration can lead to learning and inspiration. It can open doors to new worlds and help you see the world through a new lens. Collaboration, though, does not mean agreement. We live in a society that is consumed by agreement, and when that is of paramount importance, collaboration, or at least its benefits, take a back seat. You are about to enter into a world that will attempt to divide you. It will attempt to sort you like the filter function on a spreadsheet. I want to encourage you to resist the sorting process, resist being pulled apart. Students, I have read concerns about your generation, about your lack of communication ability, your focus and devotion to your phones and various other technologies. Yet it is those same technologies that have allowed your teachers to bring you together in pairs, trios, quads, and more, to share work via Google Docs and Google Classroom or apps like Remind and GroupMe. You have provided feedback, edited or collaborated with each other to produce your own learning for years. You all know more about communicating with a large number of people than folks like me ever will. It is your generation, and more specifically the class of 2018, here and around our country, that can bring together people around a common issue with just the phones in your hands in just a few minutes' time, even if that means gathering 1,000 students at a flagpole without ever taking attendance or attempting to sort anyone based on their political affiliation. It is that spirit, togetherness, love, respect, that I urge you to take with you as you move forward. Remember what has brought you all together, especially when the temptation to split apart becomes strongest. I am incredibly proud of this class. You have taught me much, and I cannot wait to see what you do next. Congratulations, class of 2018. Now it's with great pleasure that I introduce the President of the Board of Education. Please welcome Karen Sloan.
On behalf of the Port Washington Board of Education, I would like to welcome and congratulate Schreiber's graduating class of 2018 and your families. Here are some words of wisdom for the graduates today that I have found for myself and from others along the way. When life gives you lemons, throw them back and ask for chocolates. As John Lennon said, life is something that happens while you are busy making other plans. This means, essentially, enjoy your planning, but don't hold on so tightly to those plans that you miss out on all the rest of your life. Try to embrace the unexpected. Plans and lists are all good things, but it's important to learn how to go with it if things take a different turn somewhere. Learn to pivot. This might be hard to imagine in an age when everything seems so carefully and publicly mapped out. It's an important but subtle difference between not giving up on something too easily and knowing when to pivot. When a new window opens, it's okay to climb through it. It could be your greatest adventure. Be open to new people and new possibilities. Be curious, not judgmental. Be brave, be happy, be kind. Make your plans, but don't let life just happen to you. And now, Schreiber graduates of 2018, go out into this world and make a difference. Go out there and make us proud.
Thank you, Mrs. Sloan. Now, please join me in welcoming Assistant Principal for the class of 2018, Dr. Julie Torres.
Good evening, everyone, and congratulations to the class of 2018. As I've shared with you many times this year, I'm particularly excited about graduation because I too am a member of the class of 2018. I told you I'd wear my new cap and gown. A few weeks ago, like you, I sat in seats on a field with my friends and applauded and cheered wildly whenever someone said, class of 2018. And I half listened to speeches, hoping someone would give me some words of wisdom that I could pass along to you. Mostly, I wondered when it would all be over. The answer is soon. For you and for me, it'll be over soon. And by the way, what's with all of you asking me, do you miss me already? And it's not that I won't miss you, but come on, guys, can we give it some time? And then I realized why you're really asking. Because as much as you claim to have senioritis and be done since, I don't know, sometime back in October, there's a small part of you that doesn't want this to end. Graduations are bittersweet moments. You find yourself relieved to be done, proud of your accomplishments, excited about the future, but nervous about what's next. I too have mixed emotions at this graduation. I am so very happy for all of you, but sad to see you go. Like Eleanor Roosevelt said, what feels like the end is often the beginning. Which brings me back to those words of encouragement I needed to find for you before I send you off to your new beginnings. So last night, as I was writing my speech, yes, last night, because I had senioritis too, and procrastination I hear is a symptom. So last night, as I was writing my speech, I thought back on my graduation, and the words that continue to echo in my ears from my own commencement, spoken by the University of Pennsylvania's president, Amy Gutman, are, we cherish liberty, not chains, opportunity without limit, love without condition, and learning without end. That's the one line that made me sit up, pay attention, generally applaud in agreement with pride. So I will send you off into the world, borrowing her sentiments about the power of collective values, and remind you to speak the values we share in your speech and in your actions. The university president encouraged us graduates that with the unique voice that each and every one of you possess, to speak your values, to sing them from the rooftops, and I'll add, to shout them if need be. So when you think back on your days at Schreiber, when you remember me, when you miss me, I hope that you remember the values you learned and rely on the values that we collectively share. Values such as truth, honesty, hard work, perseverance, integrity, kindness, charity, fairness, justice, and equality. I hope we, the collective we, Port Washington schools, your teachers, your family, your friends, your community, that we have armed you with an education based on our collective shared values that you will call on in the future to change the world. Because I strongly believe and hold up as truth Nelson Mandela's words that education is the most powerful weapon which we can use to change the world. I have faith that your awesomeness and fearless generation is ready, prepared, and committed to making a change. So speak your values, live your values, lead with your values. And before I end, I'm thinking now that I have a doctorate, it's probably okay to quote myself. It's only from the yearbook, but I'm going to quote myself because I believe you will recognize the thread of similarity between my yearbook letter written many months ago and today's speech. My letter said in part, I hope that my lessons carry you through life, that you sign all your deeds with kindness and compassion, that you start your day with a smile, that you allow happiness into your heart and use laughter to heal your wounds. That as you face the uncertain future, you're reminded of this inspirational quote, which I believe best represents the class of 2018. Your future doesn't lie ahead of you waiting to happen. It lies deep inside of you waiting to be discovered. Go off and discover greatness. Go discover you. Congratulations, class of 2018. And for the record, I already miss you.
How about another round of applause for Dr. Julie Torres? Delivering this year's commencement address, please welcome Derek Knight.
Thank you, Dr. Pernick. I also would like to thank Dr. Mooney, Dr. Torres, and the Board of Education. Students, faculty, parents, grandparents, and that one distant relative who you only saw once before in your life but still came to your high school graduation. Thank you for providing me the honor to present in front of all of you at Paul D. Schreiber High School's Class of 2018 commencement exercises. I wanted to spend this time to talk about two seemingly contradictory aspects of life in which I hope all of you will participate in the years following your high school career: community and individuality. Recently, I had to brave through one of the harshest climates known to humankind. Not Mount Everest, not the Marianas Trench, but the locker room of a men's varsity swim team. This area has one of the highest ever recorded concentrations of testosterone, and one can guarantee that any object under 25 pounds will be thrown at another swimmer. But even after all of this, through racing with my other teammates during practice, laughing with them about cat videos, or seeing them naked when they accidentally drop the towel when changing, which, by the way, scars you for life, we developed strong bonds, and I can't imagine what it would be like to swim without them. We encouraged each other to push ourselves to our limit. We ran up and down the sidelines to cheer each other on during races. During our hardest practices, when the lactic acid caused my muscles to burn, I looked at the person next to me, smiled, and knew that they understood what I was going through. Sustaining a healthy community is important to any endeavor. I'm sure others in these seats in front of me have participated in a similar community in other varsity sports, music clubs, research, drama club, or the many other clubs which this school offers. Schreiber allowed all of us to find our own niche in the student body. Not everyone is great at everything, but we were each able to contribute to the greater community in our own way. In science research, when I ran out of water for my project, I may or may not have stolen water from a neighboring group. But if I did do it, it was completely justified because research is a community and we help each other. I think that justifies it. Pretty sure that's how it works, but point is, here at Schreiber, unique when compared to other schools in the area, the class rank system was removed to help encourage an academic community. Personally, I remember times when my friends and I would fill an entire whiteboard in an unused class to practice for an upcoming test, or even times when we sent each other a link to a textbook answer key, or even those times when we collectively argued with our teacher about how giving us an open book test is in their best interest. Much like the swim team in school, we had a feeling we were in it together. We had each other's backs when we needed it the most. It's also important to note that throughout high school, we had a community at home. I wanted to thank all of the parents, gesture hand, wait for applause. Wait, I wasn't supposed to read that. Thank all of the parents, because I know we all could not have persevered through high school without them. My dad paid me $10 to say that. In summary, it can be so difficult to go through anything alone, and having a friend next to you can make a world of difference. Now into part 2 of the speech, individuality. It's hard to imagine how much we all changed, grew up, aged over the last 4 years. I can even see different ways I changed, like before when I was a freshman, I used to bring 8 pencils to vocab quizzes just in case my 7th pencil broke, and I was too time pressured to sharpen any of them. And those were just vocab quizzes. In the case of a unit test, I would clear the shelves of an entire Staples. Now as a senior, I walk into an AP test telling the proctor I swear I'm 100% sure no one told me I needed a pencil for this. Over the last 4 years, we grew up in so many different ways. There was physically, puberty, health class, but also mentally, where we learned about all of these gems of knowledge which we could hold on to for the rest of our lives, like the Pythagorean theorem or the other thing which I forgot already. But we also learned how to drive, like when to speed up, which is obviously when there's a yellow light, and when to slow down, which is obviously when you see a police car. Nevertheless, we all grew into our own distinct identity. There are the singers, the dancers, the composers. There are the business majors, the future lawyers. There are those who will dab while getting their diploma on stage and make us all cringe. However, as we venture out into the world, always remember to not try to be someone you're not. Unless you're being hunted down by the CIA and you have to pretend to be someone else. I think I just disproved my point here. I know this is an uphill battle right now, telling a group of hundreds of students dressed in the same exact blue and white, kind of funny-looking caps and gowns to be different, but hear me out. Eleanor Roosevelt summarized individuality as, remember always that you have not only the right to be an individual, you have an obligation to be one. You cannot make any useful contribution in life without it. I chose this quote for a multitude of reasons, one being because it was the first quote I found on Google. However, there are truly so many lessons we can take from this quote. I like to think of it like music. Each individual note on a keyboard is different. Every note is special in its own way. But when you put all of the distinct notes together, every variance in tone resonates and harmonizes with each other, and you can make a song like Beethoven's Ninth Symphony, Mozart's Allegro, or Little Pump's Gucci Gang. We're each different in our own special way. It's our quirks and imperfections that makes everyone special. But each individual identity can be celebrated and together form a common community. It's important to consider that individuality isn't cursing at society. It isn't stepping over, tricking, stealing from everyone you come across. That's not individuality. That's a relatively new condition that modern psychiatrists now refer to as being a jerk. Individuality is about staying true to yourself in the face of adversity. We can be ourselves and concurrently promote a community of not jerks. I swear that sounded more emotionally resonant when I said that in my head before. I'll end with this, which is my way of saying I'm about to summarize all of my cliches. Community, friendships, and connections are so important to any path of life you choose to follow. Stand by others when they are in need, as you don't know if a time might come when they need to stand by you. Moreover, no matter who doubts you, aim for your dreams and never give up. In the words of a great contemporary philosopher and poet, just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow, so just do it. Congratulations to the greatest class of Schreiber High School, the class of 2018. I'm Derek Knight. Thank you.
One more time for Derek Knight. I'm so glad I spoke first. To present the Bogart Scholarship, please welcome Board of Education Trustee Elizabeth Weisberg.
To echo Dr. Pernick's sentiment, I'm not thrilled that I'm speaking after. Better. Welcome and congratulations to the Paul D. Schreiber High School class of 2018. Looking out into the field, it is amazing to see how many people are here to celebrate your considerable accomplishments. You should all be very proud. I have the distinct honor of presenting this year's Bogart Scholarship. The Bogart Scholarship is named in honor of Dr. Elbert H. Bogart, a Port Washington physician who bequeathed a large sum of money to the school district upon his death in 1897. It is awarded annually to a member of the graduating class who has excelled academically and has shown leadership in school and in the greater community. This year's Bogart Committee, Dave Kirpin, Nora Johnson, and I, began with a very impressive slate of candidates. The students were all in the top 5% of the class and demonstrated excellence and diversity in their studies. In addition to the remarkable academic achievement, these students participated in wide-ranging and impressive number of extracurricular activities, and they were the recipients of awards too numerous to count. They have all made us proud. This year's honoree has demonstrated superior academic achievement, evidenced both by GPA as well as an impressive number of academic awards. In addition to academic achievement, the student is a talented musician and has demonstrated a love for fine arts. In an impressive slate of extracurricular activities, this individual has not only participated, but served in a leadership role in almost every case. Dedication to community service has truly set this student apart. Service, depth and significance of activities, as well as depth of concern for the welfare of the school and the problems of the larger community, is a pillar of the selection criteria for the Bogart Scholarship. The honoree truly epitomized that commitment. We have no doubt that this student will be among the members of this generation that will help lead us all into the future and continue to make Port Washington proud. Please join me in congratulating the 2018 Bogart Scholarship recipient, Julia Kim.
Congratulations, Julia. Now please welcome, presenting her salutation to the class of 2018, Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Kathleen Mooney.
Thank you very much, Dr. Pernick. Before I begin my remarks, I want to take a moment to express my gratitude to some very important people without whom this day would not be possible. A very big thank you to our grounds, maintenance, custodial staff who worked so hard this entire week, actually, to ensure that our 5th grade moving up ceremonies, our 8th grade promotion ceremony this morning, and this evening's ceremony were well organized and ready for all of you. So big thank you to them. I also want to extend a tremendous debt of gratitude to our in-district security staff and the Port Washington Police Department for keeping all of us safe for these events. They've worked very hard for this week, and they deserve a round of applause as well. Finally, I would like to acknowledge the vision and hard work by former Board of Ed President and Trustee Rob Seiden. Mr. Seiden had the foresight to begin taking increased security measures around the district before security was even a topic of discussion in schools. His proactive thinking and the creation of the district's Emergency Preparedness Committee will be a lasting legacy here in the Port Washington schools. Thank you, Mr. Seiden. Okay. Many thanks to the members of the Board of Ed, Ms. Callahan, Ms. Fennick, Dr. Westervelt, Dr. Pernick, Dr. Fitzgerald, Mr. Miller, Mr. Weiss, and Senior Assistant Principal Dr. Torres, the teachers, school staff, family and friends of the graduates, and of course, the students of the Schreiber Graduating Class of 2018 for the honor and privilege of speaking with you this evening. To the class of 2018 and your families, congratulations. In just a few minutes, you will be the proud graduates of a public school education from one of the finest educational systems in our country. Although you may have had different experiences within our schools, you are leaving us with a high-quality education from a community that values its schools and is committed to its children. We are very proud of you. You have distinguished yourselves as a class with outstanding academic accomplishments. You can boast a National Merit Scholarship winner, a National Merit John M. Stallmaker Memorial Scholarship, a National Merit New York Life Family Scholarship, 5 National Merit finalists, 1 National Hispanic Scholar, and 1 Regeneron Scholar, in addition to numerous local and state science, social science, and math awards, music, art, and athletic awards and achievements. But perhaps most impressive and appreciated by your parents is that collectively, as a class, you have been awarded in excess of $3 million in scholarships to universities and colleges across the country. Many of you have also been bestowed scholarship awards through the incredible generosity of our school district and community organizations. And just for some context, this exceeds previous classes, sets a new standard for us. You're well over $1 million from previous classes. That's awesome. Well done. For some of you, you will be continuing a tradition of attending college long established in your families. But for others, you will be the first person in your family to attend college. While our public education system is by no means perfect, we are always striving to achieve equity through excellence and embracing diversity by cultivating trust. You are the role models for students in other districts to emulate. Whatever obstacles and challenges you may have encountered, you clearly showed strength, determination, and courage to be here today. I am also quite certain that the love and support from your families had a great deal to do with it as well. You are on the cusp of an important milestone in your life. It's very exciting to share this moment with you and your families. You are also exiting public education at a historical moment in time for our nation's public schools. You had the unique opportunity to have experienced a public school education that exemplifies what our public schools were designed to provide: a dynamic education with a diverse student population, all waiting to walk across this stage in unison to receive the culmination of your efforts, your high school diploma. However, before you leave us, I would like to take a moment to offer some reflections on the concept of time. I am certain that many of you were reminiscing with your family and friends about your past elementary, middle, and high school years. Maybe you even had a few laughs over stories and pictures. You are probably also feeling a bit anxious about what lies ahead for the future. Yet in this present moment, you should be feeling exhilaration and a sense of accomplishment. Perhaps some of you are familiar with the best-selling author Daniel Pink. Among his more notable books is the book Drive, but his most recent is When: The Scientific Secrets of Perfect Timing. The premise is that although we tend to think of timing as an art, there is a strong body of research that supports the belief that timing is more of a science. This data can truly help us make informed decisions about when to make changes in our daily lives, as well as for major life events. Research shows that the pattern of the day is divided into 3 time periods: peak, trough, and recovery. In terms of productivity and decision-making, peak is the best time of the day to discuss focused, analytical work. This is usually in the morning. Trough is the low in the middle of the day. It's the worst time to make important decisions. Recovery occurs in the early evening into the night. According to the scientific research, it's the best time for creative thinking and problem solving. This is good to know as you step into a new academic or work environment. In the bigger picture, the past, present, and future are intertwined. Thinking in the past tense can lead us to a greater understanding of ourselves. We also plan more effectively and responsibly when the future feels more closely connected to the current moment. Again, the research suggests that the path to a life of meaning and significance isn't to live in the present. Rather, as Pink advises, we should integrate our perspectives on time into a coherent whole, one that helps us comprehend who we are and why we're here. Never underestimate the influence one person can have in the lives of others. You have talents and skills that have been nurtured here, and you are now ready to continue to develop them and share them with more of the world. Being able to synchronize with others requires a sense of belonging, rewards a sense of purpose, and reveals a part of our nature. Most of us like to believe that timing is everything, but the science of timing tells us the opposite. Everything is timing. And today, your timing is spot on. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Mooney. Dr. Mooney, can I just quickly invite you back up? It is my honor to present to you the class of 2018 and ask if you will accept them.
I enthusiastically accept the class of 2018.
Okay. Here we go.
Olivia Agate. Annie Timothy. Anna Valera. Natalia Katsonis. Mia Fracaro. Eli Cruz. Jin Park. Bobby Cornfield. Jason Peng. Austin Lee. Sydney Herrera. Valerie Sanchez. Mary Elisa DeLucia. Andrea Rodriguez. Jessica Bellini. Tori Kesselman. Ina Chu. Brianna Alvarez. Sophia Pazzella.
John McDonald. Michael Jowitz. Spencer Pear. Jordan Ramos. Andres Kuzmi. Sun Kin. Cesar Panate. Christian Sarmiento. Zachary Tantillo. Edward Molino. Tommy Dover. Nicholas Okrepke. Tessa Weiner. Sophia Walzer. Jennifer Valenti. Melissa Hernandez. Carly Sabruski. Jessica Chappell.
Jinhee Park. Eileen Brickell. Yefe Yao. Mike Yang. Rebecca Katz. Christy Wick. Ashlyn Gallagher. Chelsea Michon. Jordan Donowitz. Emily Rubens. Aiden Seiden. Zara Green. Nicole Javidze Gilman. Kyra McGee. Emily Cullen. Hannah Gaddis. Natalie Papazian. Allie Barish.
Callum Richardson. Ethan Jarman. Alexander Caliendo. Cesar Hernandez. Stephen Russo. Eviko Gajazi. Matteo Paratori. Travis Paul. Matias Castro. Jacob McElroy. Robin Hansen. Amanda Wilner. Jojo Zali. Saif Ashmawi. Jorge Carias. Anthony Sika. Carmel Kuta. Kyle Dawes. Andrew Akia.
Alina Escobar. Carla Alvarez. Tanea Williams. Terrell McLean. Tyler Owens. Nadine Elsher. Morgan Atlas. Did it go out again? Talar Manuelian. Caitlin Rafferty. Taylor Sinnott. Victoria Langro. Sydney Brower. Lily Fenton. Lisa Smart. Clara Titel. Ryan Schieber. Jonathan Smilovich. Annabelle Corcoran. Alexandra Gao. Emily Schieber.
Jamie Littman. Paul Verderami. Jamie Tuck. Abigail Durena. Emily Ma. Caroline Katz. Rebecca Muratori. Shiraz Johnson. Julia Kim. Sherry Shee. Richard Palmer. Harry Janoff. Luke Jeffrey. Eric von Roschlaub. Quinn Kaplan. Reed Sherman. Josh Friedland. Spencer Bleifeld. Jason Genzano.
Eve Harari. Samantha Levine. Layla Kramer. Lizzie Kaplan. Kelly Hoffman. Sophie Clemis. Neely Silverstein. Jenna Rubens. Nina Ballaro. Rachel Tashkale. Luciana Aliendre. Caitlin Borit. Palak Sawani. Carly Shore. Carol Barba. Carol Barb. Cutting it out. Carol Barba. Again. Savannah Hatharamani. Viviana Bartucci. Josephine Hernandez.
Emma Goldman. Una Stopford. Sarah Mannix. Isabel Verdino. Alyssa Salerno. Ryoto Yoshinaga. Sebastian Argote. Wilbert Molina. Sakile Shangwa. Adi Levine. Julia Ruskin. Sophie Sandman. Isabella Henderson. Cameron Hellman. Danielle DiRuggiero. Matthew Gawley. Zachary Katz. Derek Knight.
Jesse Solinger. James Duquette. Matthew Corsito. Elijah Fox. Jocko Barbosa. Evan Steigman. Alexander Vasquez. Noah Silverman. Benjamin Schildkraut. Bennett Bookstein. Emma Roberts. Sarah Canavos. Caitlin Malley.
Sienna Collier. Anjali Vesey. Sean Cohen. Samuel Palermo. Adam Anasa. Brett Barragan. Andrew Goldberg. Stephanie Babayoff. Arlene Hernandez. Tiffany McGowan. Perry Goldblatt. Aaron Goldstein. Michael Crilly. RJ Arias. Daniel Salvatierra. Jack Gilsonan. Valentina Scotto. Julia Gerlitz.
Sydney Rosenthal. Gianna Passauer. Samantha Sanger. Amelia Tardera. Rebecca Rosen. Jillian Rush. Madeline Jester. Nikki Randall. Taylor Sweeney. Madison Ernst. Emma Waxman. Julia McCormick. Natalie Panico. Stevie Weingard. Corey Levy. Caroline McCarthy. Grace Fogarty.
Camila Madrano. Catherine Reardon. Rachel Bernstein. Sarahi Interiano. Caroline Duvivier. Alexandria White. Bahia Benabad. Catherine Escobar. Elizabeth Ramirez. Alice DeMarchi. Goosemary Rodriguez. Sarah Staten. Lulu Tejada. Leonardo Saravia. Adam Reyes. Nicholas Pollock. Caitlin Lim. Justin Lafredo.
Muhammad Hassan. Kyle Newby. Evan Cohen. Autumn Blooney. Nicole Rosenberg. Did I just cut out? Ryan Livio. Sean Parsons. Patrick Parsons. Kyle DeLeo. Jack Haberman. Harry Basham. Daniel Cummings. James Delamonte. Jake Diamond. Seth Friedberg. Brian Shore. Jack Barrera.
Jason Berezueta. Jacob Weiner. Jordan Nepper. Robbie Burns. Matthew Dillon. Alexander Andrew. Eric Winston Lobel. Ayato Kobayashi. Daniel Melgar. Paul Fesatidis. Eric Quinteros. Brooke Waller. Gabrielle Kesselman. Caroline Maroney. Sylvia Parmakian. Allison Mejia. Ashley Yarogchi. Lisa Mano.
Haruna Iqbal. Alexis Arias. Michaela Junta. Valerie Kirishov. Carlos Nava. Carlos Duarte. Giovanni Mendez Reyes. Alina Saglam. Alex Isaacson. Gregory Manuelian. Aaron Juroski. Natia Macharashvili. Aida Pipushi. Connor McKinney. Valerie Villamizar Fuentes. Gabriela Fernandez. Sydney Tataran. Caitlin Gudavinier.
Sarah Cavallero. Megan Bazzini. Emily Cavallaro. Maria Mirasol. Nicole Calamari. Catherine Pizzuti. Ellie Davis. Talia Crowley. Idell Rutman. Sage Gitlin. Molly McLaughlin. Sarah Gottesman. Davida Harris. Davida Harris. Anna Thompson. Madeline Weiner. Emily Kraus. Lucy Hurt. Celia Christake. Tanya Chainani. Katia Jimenez.
Lauren Seltzer. Lauren Seltzer. Sally Freed. It's cutting out. Molly Edelblum. Grace Robinson. Alexandra Chase. Jennifer Short. Alexander Moss. Solby O. Alexander Mathis. Jacob Schwartz. Yuka Ama. Sejin Kim. Yu Kondo. Andrew Isoda. Brianna Wong. Megan So. Alexander Zikla.
Maxwell Schwartz. Taisei Abe. Brandon Kaczynski. Michael Rafi Hagobian. James Upis. Tommy Kaprowitz. J.P. Johnston. Anthony DePreda. Mike Barrera. Ryan Stevens. Drew Ryder. Drew Ryder. Andrew Allstott. Connor Slutsky. Amar Saran. Ungud Saran. Spencer Yeah.
Justin Suzanne. Jared Levine. Matthew Bernstein. Matthew Levine. Dylan Spilko. Aaron Catamaccio. George Moshos. Daniel Dash. Sierra Robinson. Anna Finkelstein. Dara Kaufman. Maddie Tashlik. Sarah Finkelstein. Amanda Krantz. Natalie Burke. Maya Lipstein. Natasha Klein. Natalie Pact.
Andre Biddle. Brendan Ventimilla. Dennis Creevy. Marcello Delora. Andy Piaquadio. Ryan Miglio. James O'Sullivan. Henry Vicentesea. Timothy Vane. Michael Sagastum. Danny Caps. Christopher Yanes Vega. Constantine Giolakis. Edvin Quijano. Teta Yamaguchi. Josh Wowatowitz.
Stefano Carta. Benjamin Black. Daniel Guzman. Alexis DeSantis. Christiana Cuvaris. Sean Louie. Roy Kim. Kevin Yee. Khan Kivrak. Kitman Lamb. Justin Cheng. Matthew Beckerly. Tyler Wong. Anthony Quinteros. Patrick Barry. Nathan Abramowitz. Adam Nashami. Noah Seiden. Grant Bruno.
Diego Rodriguez. Xenia Rojas. Rosemary Colocho. Jorge Armando Ferrer Hidalgo. Dariana Ignacia Uloa. Dalila Lopez. Lorena Bonilla Alvarado. Samantha Abigail Herrera. Luis Rojas. Josh Ahela Salamea. Sofia Rodas. Emily Chi. Iris Tsai. Jack Stolper. Garrett Ressa. Andrew Turner. Andrew Turner. Connor Shanahan. Brandon Liu. Ryan Meth. John Athanasian. Amanda Maldonado.
Yeah. Will the students of the class of 2018 please rise? Dr. Mooney, it's your class.
Okay, you may now move your tassel from right to left. Okay, here's what you've been waiting for. By the powers vested in me by the state of New York and the New York State Education Department, as superintendent of schools, I officially declare you to be graduates of the Port Washington School District.